Shalom. Do you know that you can create your space? And I can create my space. I don't mean myspace.com. I mean your space, my space, the space around you. Every one of us has a certain space, a certain atmosphere that he creates around himself. And actually, that's what we see in this week's Torah portion. When Yitzchak is about to bless both his sons, Yaakov and Esav, Yaakov comes in, and our sages teach us that Gan Eden, the Garden of Eden, the world to come, was accompanying Yaakov. And when Yitzchak smelled him, he says, Reach beni kereach sadeh asher berachu Hashem. I smell you and I smell the odor of the Garden of Eden. On the other hand, when Esav, the wicked brother, came along, it says at this moment, Vayechirat harada gedola ad meod. Yitzchak started trembling because he saw the gates of hell literally open under his feet. From this, the Baal HaTanya explains in the name of the Asara Ma'amarot that a person's thought, speech, and action get imprinted in the air, in the atmosphere that surrounds him. And if they're good, then it's Gan Eden, the Garden of Eden is around him. And if not, it's the total opposite. So basically, we have a power to create our own space and change our mazal, change our situation by just starting with our space. But what is space? Makom, the Rebbe Rashab explains, is basically three different levels. There are three different levels of what space is. There is what we call makom hamemale, the space that I fill. What I'm feeling right now, that is my space. Then there is makom hasovev, the space that surrounds me. I am in the space. And then there is makom, the word space, which is translated in Aramaic by the word makor, the source. Just like the umbilical cord of a child, where he receives all his food and he grows from there, this is his space. His source is his space. It's interesting because when you take the word space in Hebrew, which is spelled with 4 letters, which actually the word makom have the numerical value of God's name when you multiply it by itself. It comes out to 186. And we call God by the name Makom. In the Haggadah we say Baruch HaMakom Baruch Hu, blessed is the space, because God is the space that permits this whole world to exist within Him, within His space. So what is space? If you take the word Makom, Mem Kuf Vav Mem in Hebrew, and you spell out each one of the letters, which means the letter Mem is Mem Mem, the letter Kuf is Kuf Vav Pe, the letter Vav is Vav Vav, the letter Mem is Mem Mem, and you actually spell it out, which means you fill the space with space, it comes out to 358, which is the numerical value for Mashiach. So basically what happens is that there are 3 levels. I need to change my thought, speech, and action. Next time I want to say something, I have a feeling at this moment that I control myself and I transform it for something positive, I'm actually creating and filling my space with holiness. On the other hand, it's not enough. You need to be able to teach others. You need to be able to spread that holiness. That's why when you're by a tzaddik, sometimes you go to the resting place of a righteous man, a holy man, or you go see a holy man, or certain people, you see that in their space you feel well, you feel comfortable, you feel calm, you feel at ease, you feel happy, you feel encouraged. And sometimes you go to another place, you go meet other people and you feel completely drained. You create your space. And therefore it's our mission to create our space and to spread that space by influencing others and bringing good to others. That's the space that surrounds you. And then you could reach your true essence. And the essence of every Jew is that every Jew has a spark of Mashiach. And therefore, when you fill your space and you surround your space and you affect others, you're able to really bring in this space Mashiach. Shabbat Shalom.